Good morning, everybody. EmpireCV.tv, Empire's Comics Vault. We have a couple things coming up here for you. The first thing is tomorrow night, September 11th, the CrockerCon. You're going to want to come on down. You're going to see a ton of local talent, writers, artists, shops. Plus, we're going to be there and we're going to have Empire's Comics Mobile Lounge, which means we're going to have some couches, we're going to have some tables, and more importantly, we're going to have Jenga. Come on down. If you can beat me in Jenga, one try per person, you get $10 in back issues. Plus, we're going to have info on how to do a photo scavenger hunt to get an additional $10. So that's coming up tomorrow. Then, on the 20th, the most important thing is Creative Women Minicon. We're going to be down here. We're going to have a ton of women who are painters, novelists, writers, artists. You can come down, you can meet them, you can purchase their stuff, and just support the small community. So that's the 20th. Oh, actually, one more thing. I don't know how I forgot. Union Street Choir. You're going to want to check that out on Kickstarter. You're going to want to look at it on Facebook. You can go to unionstreetchoir.com, and we're doing a Kickstarter. Myself and Heinenu, you'll know him as Newigan, have a book that we've put out. Issue 1 has been out. We're doing a Kickstarter for 1 and 2. There's tons of bonuses. You can get bats, you can get woodboard slats, you can get all the variant covers, original art from Heinenu and myself. So check it out, please, Union Street Choir. Now on to the books. All right, we're going to start with the kids. Regular Show has a collection that started out really slow, but it's picked up and it's doing really well. So you're going to have a hard time finding some of the current issues here at Empire, but that's all right because there's a trade for you. Adventure Time. I don't think that this needs any introduction. And that's not for the kids. We've got an oversized Sonic. It's amazing to me how Sonic continues to appeal to everybody. Old gamers, new kids, Sonic just seems to be the thing. But since I was going to grab this, there are 2 trades from 2000 AD. This one is a collection of Future Shocks. You'll see amazing writers on there. You got Grant Morrison, you've got Alan Davis, you've got all these people that you've seen, that you know. This is where they started. A bunch of short stories from the 2000 AD universe. Actually, not from the universe. They're short stories in a just sci-fi setting. But this one, Rogue Trooper, a lot of you will know from 2000 AD. IDW picked it up just a little while ago, and they've been telling original stories as well as doing classic reprints. Here's the first trade for their original stories. All right, Marvel. I can't really say anything because these come out so quick, but at the end of the last issue, Pete was in quite the predicament. Felicia is extremely pissed back from when he was Superior Spider-Man. They always play the cat and mouse game. She always gets to go away. He caught her, he exposed her, and now she's grabbing some villains, and the last page of the last issue was a doozy. So we'll see what happens here in this one. Ultimates. They're still continuing with the new run. When somebody dies in the Ultimate Universe, they stay dead. And the Avengers have disbanded. The Ultimates have disbanded. There's no Tony, there's no Cap, none of the originals. So it's all of the new guns with Miles Morales pretty much being the head of that one. Inhumans. He did not last long, as you guys know, but 3 issues, 10 months. That's probably the best you'll get from him. But Inhumans still continues. They've got a new team and no reason not to go with it. Velvet, 1970s Brubaker spy stuff. I mean, if you guys have read Brubaker, you know that that is one of his specialties. Walking Dead continues. It's coming in October. So this is the time to get caught up on Walking Dead. They've started the community. They've got things established really well. They've got trade routes between the other cities. They've got mills going. There's fresh bread being baked. And we're watching it from the perspective of people coming in, not knowing what Rick and his crew have been through, not trusting them, and ultimately being in the same predicament that Rick was when he first entered the community. Back to the Women Con, Sarah Stone will be there. She is the artist for IDW's Windblade for Transformers, and here's a cover by her, so you can take a peek at what she has to offer. You can also find more of her artwork and more about her on empirescomics.com, and if it's not right at the top, which I'm sure it will be, you can click on the Creative Women bar on the right side. BPRD. Copperhead, we got a lot of attention for this one, got a lot of emails, got a lot of Facebook requests to put this to the saver. Captain Victory, I'd go after this because of Nathan Fox. Check out Nathan Fox's artwork. I don't think he's really made a name, except for a few of us, but his artwork is great. I first met him at Comic-Con when he was doing Fluorescent Black. It's a hardcover heavy metal book. It was wonderful. It was almost like Akira, but American. Invincible. A lot of you have jumped on. A lot of you have jumped off. Lately, there's been some horrible things happening to Invincible. Dismemberments, horrible beatings, things that I can't talk about on here. But like I said, a lot of people have jumped off because it's not the Invincible they knew. A lot of people have jumped on because it's not the Invincible they knew. And we've got 2 books from Abnett. There you go. That one, look at that. It's like that Mr. Fox's Wild Ride that Patty puts on all the time in here, but with Martian. And the Fantastic Mr. Fox is what I intended to say. And Dark Age, what if aliens came to Earth and we couldn't understand the concept, so we thought they were demons? East of West, this you guys need to pick up if you're into sci-fi at all. Try it out. There's 2 trades, really well worth it. My wife says that none of the characters are likable, but she still reads it. How-toons, fun, all ages. 2 kids are in the future trying to save their parents in a post-apocalyptic world. How could that not be fun in all ages? Rucka. And Prometheus is out. They're starting a whole new line of Aliens versus Predator, and this is the beginning. Dark Horse is finally stepping up their game. Now they've lost Star Wars. I thought they would have done this a long time ago, but better late than never. And as you can see, a beautiful Paul Pope cover. The man is just gorgeous. I will buy anything that he does too. Batman Eternal continues, but Batman Eternal isn't really the big future or the big weekly book. Future's End is the big weekly book because they have done all of their books this month, aside from Batman Eternal and Batman or Future's End, in the 3D covers. And all of the books, some of them are one-shots, which you won't see the characters get their own book again. Some of them are continuations, such as Constantine, and they're all in 3D. They're all 5 years set in the future to show you what is happening to these particular characters during Future's End. And in this one, you probably can't see it, but Constantine has fake helmets. Batman, just a ton of Batman in the back. I assume they're robots. Canary, she has Ra's al Ghul's cape coming out of the Lazarus Pit. A few of us were talking about who these Batwomen might be, and, well, I don't want to spoil it for you. Superboy. What's really neat about this one is it's a flashback because you got all of the reign of Superman back in there, Steel and Cyborg Superman. Future's End, you guys should, for the few of us that are reading this book, thank you. This is a great New Gods book. You're going to see more New Gods stuff in Godhead coming up with Green Lantern, New Gods. They're not teaming up their verses. So that's coming. Future's End, you get a little introduction to the New Gods, and of course you want some dark side in your life. So go ahead and do it. World's Finest, Green Lantern Corps. John Stewart is a Indigo Lantern. Justice League United, another one that you guys should be picking up. Jeff Lemire, you know from Animal Man, you know from Trillium, Lost Dogs, Underwater Welder. This is his mainstream superhero book, but it doesn't feel like a mainstream superhero book. And more importantly, we have to do this so that we can read Jeff Lemire's Legion return. We're going to get Justice League United and the Legion teaming up. You got Suicide Squad. Harley is like the Hulk in this one. And there's 2 little Joker kids. It's adorable. So thank you very much, you guys. Remember, Thursday the 11th, 5 to 9, CrockerCon. Come down, beat me in Jenga, do the scavenger hunt, get free stuff. How can you go wrong? Plus, I'm sitting right by the bar. Thank you, Evan. So you can relax on the couches and just hang out. 20th, Creative Women Minicon. And please don't forget to check out Union Street Choir on Kickstarter to learn more about what we're doing. Thank you very much.